Trusty Ape. Quick microphone check. Happy Sunday. Time is presently 7:11. Sunday, August 2nd, 2026. Is this thing on? This thing on? Sounds like it. Alright. I am here for it. This will be a probably shorter stream, and we'll go check out some other shit. There's somebody at the door. Is it the dog? Yes, it's almost certainly the dog. Anyway, I want to talk a little bit about this subject, distress tolerance, and the barrel monkeys thing. I don't know. We'll see. Might be a recurring thing. I invited a few people in here if they want to come chat for a minute. Um, and so it'll be kind of a variety show. We'll talk about distress tolerance and then maybe look at some videos. Okay, and just looking at the Google AI overview from our AI overlords. Oh shit, now he's scratching. All right, I'll let him in. I'll let him in. Come on, let's go. Come on. Where's your bread? No bread? Lambert's got your bread. Okay. I have no bread. All right, so according to the Googles, this sounds pretty accurate to me. Distress tolerance is the ability to manage emotional pain and high stress without making the situation worse, focusing on surviving a crisis rather than immediately fixing a feeling. Core methods include STOP, skill, TIPP, and radical acceptance. So the STOP skill. Stop what you are doing. Take a step back. Observe your internal and external situation and proceed mindfully. The tip skill is change your body chemistry quickly using temperature, cold water on the face, intense exercise, paced breathing, and paired muscle relaxation. Accepts. Distract your mind through activities, contributing to others, making comparisons, generating different emotions, pushing situations away temporarily, using alternative thoughts and physical sensations. And radical acceptance. Accept reality completely as it is right now without fighting it, which stops pain from turning into prolonged suffering. And then there's a worksheet for this one. Okay, if you're just gonna rifle through my shit, I'm gonna kick you out. Get a phone at that. Come on. Actually, don't do that. Fuck, what a night. See, I'm working on all of this. Just stress tolerance. Go get your bread. Go. Go get bread. It's distracting. Okay. Improve. Can I blow this up anymore? Oh, now it took me to another. So this is from dialectical behavior therapy. I'm gonna have to switch the fucking screen. Damn it, Jim. Yep. Constantly bombarded right now. That's why I really need these skills. All right. Improve. Imagine. Do a guided meditation. Imagine a safe space. Visualize things going well and a positive outcome. Meaning. What are you learning? How is this experience helping you grow? What positives can come from what you're going through? Pause. Give yourself a few moments to take a deep breath. Get in touch with yourself. Pray or meditate. Relax your muscles. Pay attention to where you're holding tension. Unclench your jaw. Give yourself a massage, yoga, or a bath. One thing at a time. Stay in the present. Focus on what's in front of you. Organize your tasks and start from the top. Vacation. take a break. Do something that releases your tension. Stand up and shake it off. Take 15 minutes for you. And encouragement. Practice positive self-talk. Be kind to yourself. Tell yourself that you're doing an awesome job and be your cheerleader. I'm a little busy at the moment. Take a deep breath, right? Step back. Try to focus on the positive. Don't focus on the people who are constantly bombarding you, barraging you, trying to take your attention. Focus on what you're doing right now, which is this. All right. And we've reframed and reset. And now we're here. I have to practice a lot of this. I have very little control over my circumstances right now. And it's causing me a great deal of emotional distress, to the point where it's affecting me physically. I've managed to suppress it fairly well in terms of mental health, but I guess that's not really true if you feel like you're going to have a heart attack at any moment, most of the time. So, it is what it is, right? Yes, I've had bad Science Sunday playing in the background this whole time. And we'll move along because I know there was something going on over here. That's the vertical. Okay, we'll go horizontal. Doing the horizontal mambo here. Oh, Eastmax is gone. See, Wildheart was debating Eastmax before I left. Let's back that up a little bit. You can go watch it.
Actively disfellowshipped. So, which turns out some
got jizz on the Bible before.
Along by so many people.
I think that she's black at her.
Simon do anything?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I didn't. If they let me have facial hair, because I will never work any.
Yeah, most Calvinists believe that they are one of the elect.
Yeah.
I think some of these people in this, I think someone in this
But
room
you can't
describes myself as too, and I just don't know who.
Someone did
Yeah,
what?
but you can.
I think
So-
Will Freeman might be saved in the end.
Oh, he had to leave.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
The truth is coming. He does that all the time, honestly. This is not the me and Will
Will has
Freeman
outrun
going
the
at it for a
prophet.
couple of months now, and he does that every
Shut up.
time.
Shut up. Will has outrun the prophecy. Supposed to be a couple of days, man. Couple of days. Well, I guess there are different interpretations on what constitutes a couple.
But we're gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. He just had to leave. You know, he had to go suck his thumb or something. It's fine. I love Will Freeman though. We're all good. All right, Wildheart. Yes. So I do genuinely 100% believe that I have been adopted into the kingdom of heaven. I'm part of God's army. I'm a child of God, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah. But there must be a mathematical problem because there are so many
Well, first of all,
Calvinists.
there does not have to be, but we'll concede that, and we'll let you make one of those.
Yeah, that might be me misspeaking. What I was going to say is,
we're debating. I'm not going to let you get away with anything right now.
yeah, what I was saying is, like, there are so many Calvinists in the world, and is it 44,000? The elect.
Well, I don't take the position that is the only sect of humanity that's going to be saved. I don't think heaven is only going to be filled with like 100,000 or however many people you want to put on it. We don't know how many people are in heaven, and we will never know how many people get to heaven. So I disagree with that position.
Yeah.
I mean, that's actually somewhat rational. Some claim to know. There's the number, but yeah, I think it would be impossible to tell. Yeah, I don't even know how they come up with the numbers, really. Probably different for different denominations.
I guess that's what separates me from some like maybe hardcore Calvinists. I just think that that's a gross misinterpretation. I think that in that passage, it was specifically talking about a certain amount of people, a certain group of people, but that does not exclude the rest of humanity from salvation.
Right.
I need to research more.
I was just trying to point out like the problem is that
Well, because if that is true, though, I'll give you this. If that is true, then yes, statistically, it probably is unlikely that I'm chosen.
yeah.
So I see your point that you're making there. I don't think we're going to be able to go further with that point because I don't agree that there's only going to be that specific amount of people that are going to be saved. I think that's a argument against it, but I think it's intellectually dishonest because if you research the text further, what it suggests is that they were talking to a group of people specifically that needed to hear that for that time period, but that does not exclude the rest of humanity because then what was Jesus dying for?
All right, I'm cheating a little bit, but where Wildheart needs to go here, and I left early, so I don't know how this ends, but he needs to go to how do you know that you are among the elect, right? That's the next line of reasoning you wanna hit here.
Yeah,
Just-
Jesus died for all.
He did die for all, and we understand that there are exceptions to the rule, and God is making certain exceptions to the rule every day. There are some people that you would look at, maybe like me, for example, that you would be like, there's no way he could be saved, but it's up
God is making exceptions to the rule every day, and he is one of those exceptions. Amazing.
to
Amazing.
God's sovereignty and God's decision on who he wants to save, when he wants to save them, how he wants to save them. And it could be by force. It could be by convincing them slowly like it did. It took me 33 years to be convinced. Some people are born in convinced and die convinced. You know what I mean? So it's up to God and God alone on who he saves and how he saves them. But we know that Jesus Christ was sent to bear the weight of the sin for all of humanity. But in the Bible, it's very clear that not everyone will be saved. So while, yes, he did die for the whole world, not everyone will believe on him and receive the gift of salvation.
That brings me on to my next point. What are your thoughts on free will? Like, if there were... Go.
Good question. This is something that I am kind of caught in between on. If I'm being honest, beyond just a debate, and I'm having a conversation with you, Wildheart. Here's where.
No. See, I think that's got to be a separate debate topic. But I mean, I guess it is kind of entwined with Calvinism. What's up, Ambushed Apostate? Good to see you. Thanks for coming by. I think my crew's still over somewhere there. But good to see you. Yeah, we're learning to tolerate some distress tonight. No, it's anyway. But thanks for coming by, Seth. Yeah, I'll be doing probably something more serious later on in the week. I'm kind of winding down, trying to take a breath, take a moment, step back. I'll probably clear some videos out of the good old watch later list here. But yeah, I was gonna open up the room, but I don't know if I'll have time tonight, so we'll just do this.
I'm at now. I believe to an extent we have the power of choice. We either choose to live for ourselves or we choose to live for God. Now, if we live for ourselves, we're granted complete free will. You can just do whatever you want, say whatever you want, be however you want. But if you choose to live your life for God, you give up your free will. You can at any point go back, right? And I guess to an extent that is an extension of your free will still. But when you start living for God, you can't just go out and do everything that you wanted to do normally. So I believe that as human beings, we're given the power of choice. You either choose God or yourself.
So if you choose free will, then you're basically fucked, right? Like you just can't have free will. If you use your free will, then you're a sinner. You're against God. Amazing argumentation.
Choose yourself, you get unlimited free will. Choose God, you get a different type of free will. It's still at his beck and call, but you're freely able to move around in life.
Unlimited free will. That's amazing. So can I fly? It's unlimited, right?
So yes and no, it exists and it doesn't exist. Just depends on what lens you put on.
My point is that if God knows already who is going to get into heaven and who is not, then no choice you can make can change that fact.
Yeah, see, that's where
And like within Mormonism, and I've heard other like denominational Christians argue as well that you actually make the choice like before you're born, like, and that's how God knows, because you just have like this amnesia of when you made the choice of what you were going to do with your life, like I don't think that's exclusive to the
I
Mormons.
struggle with currently wrapping my mind around that entirely because I think you're right. God knows who's going to.
Speaking of the Mormons, they are becoming more persistent in trying to regain my attention. So now I've got, I've got that going on. Just doing standard strategic avoidance uh, thus far, but I'm sure I will address it at some point.
Be saved. However, I think he does put different things in front of you to help encourage you to call for him rather than to lean on your own understanding. I think that everyone, when they're born, has a call to God put on them. That's the same for everybody. But some people will, even with a sign, even if God came down in front of you, Wild Heart, right now, you would just probably say, "Oh, I just had a vision," or maybe I got too drunk. You know what I mean? So some people just will never be convinced. And the only argument I have for that is just God knows they're never going to be saved. So why bother?
No, I would disagree with that.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever fucking heard in my life. The standard position is that he's always gonna try to come after you, right? Like there's never a why bother, right? The question is how. The question is like what methods does he use to actually come after you, and are they effective? Because it seems that God's pretty impotent in the work of revealing himself to people.
Because if God is all powerful, he could make me convinced.
So you're a Calvinist now, Wild Heart.
No, I'm saying if it's a hypothetical.
But yes, I do agree. If God wants to save you,
if God came down, he will be able to convince me in a way that I couldn't deny.
amen. And it's still with the what if, Wild Heart. If these circumstances take place, I do genuinely believe you would accept Jesus. You know, you would be, for example, the thief on the cross. And that's the same thing. And I hate to get a little dark with this. That's kind of the same thing I'm hoping for Spark. I don't know, you know. So if we want to talk hypotheticals, I'm 100% on board with that. At any point, God can come down and save anyone, and use whatever method he wants. For me, it was very direct and very sudden, and even then I still denied it. I was like, no, that had to.
And as you can see from my last interview with this guy, he's like, the story is it's fucking vagary. Like he claimed to have some NDEs, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, it was just bizarre, and it didn't really seem to mean anything.
Have been my mind playing tricks on me and all this stuff, and then it just happened so many times where it just became undeniable. God proved himself to me, not the other way around.
Yeah.
You just got to be open to it. Ultimately, if you're closed off, we call that having a stony heart. If you don't want
stony heart, this is about like where I left. I was cracking up though. What the fuck is a stony heart? Like a rock. You have a hard heart, a smooth brain. Yep.
to see God, you will never see him. If you hate him and you never want to see or hear from him again, he won't call.
Yeah.
It's like me. You'll get blocked by God, basically, if you want.
I was going to say, even if God did come down to me,
God unfriended me.
I would admit that he existed, but I wouldn't worship him. If he's the God of the Bible, then he's like a genocidal,
I disagree.
Pro-slavery. So
we deserved every punishment that we ever got from God. We deserved it.
Why?
I don't think slavery was a punishment. It was an entitlement for certain people, right? Like that's what it was. It was never intended as a punishment for the other people, although they were they justified the enslavement because they were unrighteous, but it wasn't a punishment for any particular crime. It was just an entitlement that people had if they conquered other people in his name.
Because
right?
we're wretched human beings. And left to our own devices, we see what we do. We commit wars and genocides all the time. We're mad at God for doing it, but we can't be mad at the U.S.
But we can't enslave them anymore. It's against the rules of war.
Doing it. Like, human beings be genociding left and right. And we were joking about it earlier with Japan. Bro, we'll nuke ourselves, and we're mad at God for punishing us for doing it. How could that be, Wild Heart? It seems hypocritical if you ask.
What? I completely missed that whole thread. I have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. Japan nuked ourselves. What?
Ask me from the human to God perspective.
Because nothing goes against God's plan. So if we nuke ourselves, it's God's fault. Everything is God's fault.
I don't think God would have a reason to nuke us if we all got along with each other. I mean, he probably would still have people killed for not obeying, right? But I don't think it would be at a genocidal world extinction level if we just got along and did what we're supposed to do, which is love and treat each other with kindness and respect. We can't do that. We can't even do it online. Like, I come into these rooms and all the atheists attack me, and that's not very loving and kind.
But that's God's.
Well, you might be entering the wrong rooms. Yeah, certainly. I mean, we're a bit more like hyperbolic in this space, right? Like, yeah, we're fucking with you, but we are criticizing your belief, first and foremost, and your behavior. That's the second thing, right? You got to look at that. Look at the people you're hanging out with. Look at the Christians you're hanging out with. Earlier, he claims to be like memeing everybody. You are the meme. You're becoming the meme, right? Because you're inhabiting that space. You have to step back and look at what your actual intentions are and the way you're representing yourself, right? And whether that's something that you want to stand behind, that type of behavior.
Fault. If he
No, it's not
created
God's fault. You can't believe in free will and blame everything on God, Wildheart. That doesn't make sense.
I don't believe in
No one
free will.
attacks you either. That's in your head.
Well, no, it's very antagonistic with your tone, the line of questioning. I'm being interrogated.
No.
That's not how you treat a guest.
No, that's not true.
Okay, Sammy,
one's
I made
doing
it
what
all
you're
up.
saying.
I'm sorry. I'm
You
delusional.
are, yes.
Excuse
you
me.
are a little,
Victim mentality, Christian persecution complex.
but you are a little.
You're not going to tell me how
delusional,
my
yes.
experience is, Sammy. Try again.
No, but I'm going to tell you how mine is, and you're not going to tell me
I am going to tell you
or
what
any
the
of
fuck I
these
want to tell
atheists
you.
have attacked you when
They have.
I'm there witnessing. No, you're just a fragile little butterfly, and you think you're getting attacked, but you're not. You
Yeah,
think disagreeing with you is attacking
Me and
you.
Wildheart are talking and debating right now.
Disagreeing with you is not attacking you.
Wildheart
You
has
need to
never once
understand
attacked
that.
me.
See how you can't face my words.
I am facing your
Disagreeing with
words.
you. Disagree.
I think the only person we could say who's thoroughly fucked with your head is William, right? But you know he's doing that. He told you he's doing that, right? Figure it out, dude. Everybody else has simply asked you critical questions about what you believe and why you believe.
Agreeing with you is not attacking you. Do
Oh,
you
but
agree?
calling me a retarded cunt isn't insulting.
I've never said those words.
Oh, okay. You just call me fucking.
In fact,
dumb,
I've
stupid,
never
and blah, blah,
heard
blah,
an
blah, blah.
atheist call you that.
Nope. He calls himself that.
Okay. Well, just because you
I've
haven't been
only
around
heard
here
other
doesn't mean it
Christians.
hasn't
I've
happened.
only heard other Christians call you that.
Okay. Right. And I'm at
Like
the same
Smokey.
intelligence level of Jill, and Jill's a fucking retarded monkey, right? Yeah, okay.
No,
It goes without
There he goes.
saying,
Yeah.
brother.
no one said he's a retarded monkey. That's your
Will
bit.
Freeman has.
Nope, that's your bit.
Well, I've
He
heard Will Freeman
says
say that to
You're
him.
a lot like Jill right now.
Yeah, and I've heard him engage with Jill and call
He's
him those
talking
words.
about your MO, not your intelligence.
Okay,
the
so
way
we're
you're
just
doing
gonna not
things.
say the quiet part
See?
out loud.
So
Got it.
we're gonna say the only part.
Rewrite history.
We're not gonna read.
It's all recorded. You can go back if you got the fucking bandwidth, you could go back and look for yourself. Dude never said that. Didn't happen. You're conflating several different yeah. No, and we make a point not to do that because Jill is himself a fucking self-hating black man. Um we all go out of our way to make sure that we are not antagonizing that behavior, and he still reliably does it. Jill, every fucking time he interacts with
Read into
Gotta
shit.
gaslight
We're not
me.
gonna go. Oh, I'm being attacked when someone
you're
disagrees with
gaslighting.
what I'm saying.
You're rewriting history.
Oh, people are telling me that this thing I'm saying isn't in the Bible. Is in the Bible.
That's
I'm
not
being
that's not
attacked.
the attack. Now you're gaslighting. Shut the fuck up.
But that's all that.
All right, I'm
happens.
leaving.
Bye.
Bye. I can't
Boop.
leave the studio for
got your nose. And that was it. All right. We'll go and Let's see what we got here. I think there was something fresh, and then we'll go back. What? Is it working? It's working slowly. Okay. Oh yeah. I I don't even know if I want it. Let's do it live. I haven't watched any of this. It came up in my feed.
Am I actually homeless because I've just become an abysmal failure in every aspect of my life, and then I'm using Christ as a way to cope? Or have I actually followed Christ into homelessness? What does Christ actually have to do with my...
What?
Am I actually homeless because I've just become an abysmal failure in every aspect of my life, and then I'm using Christ as a way to cope? Or have I actually followed Christ into homelessness? What does Christ actually have to do with my situation?
Well, Christ was kind of a vagrant, wasn't he? He just like went from place to place preaching. He didn't. Yeah.
Well, you have to understand that before I became homeless, I was a terrible person, and I was becoming a worse person day by day. I was speed running my way to hell. A lot of people say that hell doesn't exist. Hell does exist, and I know that it exists because I was racing there. And not only was I racing to hell, it was like the present moment, the life that I was living was itself hell as well.
How were you racing to hell if you were a
It was
Christian?
worse because I couldn't escape it. I didn't know how to change it, and I tried actually, but I couldn't change it.
What specifically were you doing?
And so, for example, I was drinking alcohol 5 to 6 days a week. I was smoking cannabis every night. I was smoking cigars every day. And I'll tell you the truth, not only was I smoking cigars and drinking alcohol every day, but I would leave work during the day and I would go to an expensive cigar lounge and I would buy an expensive cigar. I was
So you were drinking and smoking cannabis and tobacco, and that's your major sin.
consuming these terrible things, but not only that, I was being so indulgent with the money that I was earning. I was wasting so much money on these things, like an absurd
Does God care how much money you waste? I mean, as long as you're tithing to the church, right? You're fine.
amount of money, not even like the normal amount of money just to do it, like going out of my way to go to a cigar lounge to smoke a excessively expensive cigar. And I'll tell you the truth as well, that's actually the easy thing to admit.
I guess it could be a form of gluttony. I don't know. I really don't. I don't buy into that though.
That's like my gluttony and my consumption.
Fuck, dude. I swear I did not watch this before.
Lust basically ruled my life. Lust was something that I worshipped. I'll say that. I worshipped lust. It dictated most of my thoughts,
You worshipped lust.
speech, and actions.
So it's funny. When I was out on the farm, we did a thing on sin and like what sin you identify with or whatever. I called it your favorite sin, and I put mine down as lust. And then this the lady who was in charge like completely deconstructed everything I thought, and she was like, no, that's not lust. Um, and then I was like, I think you're wrong. But the more I thought about it, like she's technically correct, you know.
For many years of my life. And I would, for example, if there was a girl who was attracted to me and I was attracted to her, then her and I can just do whatever. And there was no boundaries. I had no boundaries. But it's terrible to say.
So you were fornicating,
This is a
having sex outside of wedlock.
confession, but I had no respect for relationships either. Even if she had a boyfriend, she didn't care that she had a boyfriend. I didn't care that she had a boyfriend. It's not that I sought it out. I just didn't care. Lust ruled my life. Lust ruled my life.
Yeah, if she's unfaithful to her partner, no skin off your back if you're single, right?
Lust, gluttony. These are things that I was doing outwardly, day by day, week by week. But not only that, inwardly, I was envious. I was incredibly envious of other people. And for example, I would see somebody that had, like, basically every person had something that I wanted. If they
I think that was what it was, like a misidentified lust or envy or something like that. I don't remember the whole breakdown of it. It's been a while, but yeah, it was like wanting shit you don't have or
had
whatever.
something that I didn't have, it wasn't always this way, but I went through this period where this thing that I'm describing, I'm trying to paint the picture of, there was like a cancer of darkness that grew on my character, and it got worse
Cancer of darkness, was there melanoma?
day by day, week by week, year by year. And so if somebody had something that I wanted but didn't need, and to tell you the truth, not only did I not need it, sometimes I just didn't want it. I just didn't want anyone to have things that I myself wasn't able to obtain. And I would feel envy towards that person and just go into a hyper competitive mode, and just insecurity flooding my thoughts, justifying.
Yeah, I could see that. What's up, Sammy? See ya. Wild Heart. What? Wait, it's in the I put it in the fucking, it's in the happy chat over there. Motherfuckers. Thanks for the raid. I was checking out the Wild Heart and Eastmax debate. Yeah, no, I put it in the it's in the Equanimity group. I don't want to share it publicly. Come on in. Got a few minutes. At least a few minutes.
Like, why I'm actually secretly better than that individual. Like, maybe I'm actually smarter than that individual, or I have more money than that individual,
I'll reshare it.
or I'm morally better than that individual, which is crazy. Envy, gluttony, consumption, lust.
Consumption? That's not a sin technically, I don't think. Is it?
The lust goes deep as well. And pride. We can keep going deeper, but most of my issues, I'll say, flowed from pride, because I had this, again, it was growing like a cancer on my character, especially throughout my early 20s. It was, I would say it like this. I had this psychological, like, self-deception. I was self-deceiving myself into believing that I was the main character. That things...
You are always the main character in your own story, dude. Come on. What are you talking about? What's up, Sammy? Good to see you, brother.
Hey, Kev. Good to see you. I won't interrupt, man. I'll just hang out.
Yeah, you're good. If you got any commentary, I don't know, say the safe word, you know.
Yep.
I'm just checking this guy out for the first time.
were that the way that I perceived the world was that I was the main character in my story. And so I lived my life according to that, which is that if I wanted something like an immediate pleasure, i.e. the cigars and the lust and the alcohol and the cannabis, I just did that. My thoughts, if I saw myself as the main characters in a story, a bad story that I was writing.
We have the Wild of Heart here.
Cheers.
Welcome.
Good to.
No, I earlier I was looking at your convo with Eastmax again, and I was thinking of a couple points that I thought you probably could have gone a different direction. But I thought you did a great job, honestly. So it wasn't to criticize, just
yeah.
He's a hard dude to talk to.
Yeah,
for sure.
He goes off in like 1,000 different directions, so it's difficult to like pin him down. But I know what I mean. Yeah.
This guy says he followed Christ and now he's homeless. So he's talking about all of his sins. So I guess, but because he stopped sinning, he became homeless or something. I'm not sure exactly where he's going with all this.
That's crazy.
Because he sounded like he had a good job. He was like hanging out in the cigar lounge and like all of that.
Yeah.
He stopped doing that. So
sounds like he had a sweet life, man.
Right.
He gave it all up for Jesus.
If he looks that good homeless, imagine, like, he must have wore like suits and fucking
Yeah.
What the fuck's his problem? Oh, I had too much money. I needed Christ. Jeez.
Weirdos. Yeah.
Like not even a good story, a terrible, hellacious story. If I saw somebody that I perceived to be in better circumstances than me, I envied that individual, and my thoughts were dark and sinister and not good. Not good. So I perceived myself to be the main character, and I was basically worshiping myself. And the fascinating thing that I'll tell you is that throughout this time period, this was about 5 years ago, or 3 years ago rather, when it finally came to a head. I had no relationship to God. I wasn't praying to God. I had read the whole Bible, but this is the absurdity. I'd read the whole Bible, but one of the main reasons why I'd read the whole Bible is because I liked to debate people. I like to argue.
Oh, he's a debate bro. Interesting. Who's the?
He's gonna
What's up, Ollie? Good to see you.
He's gonna imply that those who do like to debate religion are clearly godless heathens.
Yeah, that's what it sounds
You
like.
know.
Yeah.
Whereas
Yeah, it's
I was
all-
the other way around. I went Bible first, then talking about religion.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and I think that there's a tactic that it resonates on the internet where it is like self-aggrandizing, because Jill can talk about himself in the third person and say, "Oh, I won," but he misses
Yeah.
the whole part where that's supposed to be glory to God or whatever.
with people, and I like to debate people who were atheist or like a New Age person or a Buddhist. I like to debate people of different belief systems, or Christians as well. Just debate anybody and argue with them and prove myself to be right. So read the Bible for that reason.
You sound a little bit like East Max.
And maybe I would win the debates or maybe I would lose the debates, but the absurd thing is that I was debating something that I obviously didn't actually believe. I had no relationship with God. I was like debating this thing in theory. So I wasn't praying. I'd read the Bible throughout my life, but it was when I was young as a child, it was for good reasons. But as I got older, it was for not good reasons, self-deceptive reasons. Like just talking about metaphysical realities in theory rather than actually understanding the reality of God as the living God. I wasn't praying, wasn't reading.
Metaphysical realities in theory, isn't that all that you have? Like with metaphysics, it's all theoretical because you can't prove any of it.
Yeah, basically, yeah. It's all philosophy, and yeah, you can't pin it down to actual reality. I would
Yeah,
say.
it's a thought exercise.
Yeah. Mental
Bible
masturbation.
wasn't
Yeah.
going to church, of course. And finally, everything came to a head because the situation was that I just didn't want to live anymore. I didn't want to be alive anymore. And it wasn't
That's
like
dark.
one moment where I was like, oh yeah, I don't want to be alive anymore. Like this is rock bottom. Dude, it was like years of my life. It was like several years of my life increasing, just tyrannized by my own subconscious or conscience, the little spark of God that had been planted in me as a child, barely fighting to still be alive. My conscience convicting me.
He's getting convicted by the conscience. I don't know. Is this interesting? Are we? I was like, it could be.
Yeah, it's good. It's interesting. Yeah,
Alright.
I want to see where he's going with it. Yeah.
All right, cool.
That I didn't want to be alive anymore. And I felt that way, not one day, not 1 week, but for years. And so I tried to fix it. I tried everything to fix it. I really tried everything. And
It's got to be on like a GoPro or something for this angle. Like, actually, the camera's pretty good. I don't know.
I was gonna say, yeah, because he's obviously not using his hand to hold up a phone or something. So yeah,
Right.
I wonder how he's doing that.
A selfie stick or one of those belly things.
Yeah, yeah, maybe.
we could keep going with the confessions as well. I make those confessions because they're true, but you have to understand the extent to which I was dead, which is the reason why I didn't want to live. And I was trying
You were not dead, sir.
everything, but I was dead. And so that which I tried was scrolling on my phone, smoking more cannabis, drinking more alcohol, trying to make more money. The main thing, though, which is like setting plans for my life, my own will, my own will, my own will. That's what I mean when I say I was trying things. Like I was trying, despite the fact that I'd got myself in this situation, I was trying to do what I thought was right. And finally, it reached the point where I've said on here that I quit my job, and it was never about the job. The reason why I highlight the fact that I quit my job is because I quit my job without a plan B. And I've painted the picture in this way to tell you that I had no real relationship with God. That's just true. I had no real relationship with God. I quit my job and it was a calling towards God.
Quit his job to work for Jesus. It's your long story short there, huh?
Yeah, quitting your job for a relationship with God when you've not got a relationship with God. And I presume he wouldn't know whether it was possible to have a relationship with God. That's, yeah.
Like I could see all the other things, like if he's unhappy with his vices or whatever, he has like some moral qualms with the way he was behaving, right? But like, what did that have to do with his job?
Yeah, yeah.
I'd like to
You
know
could
what he
keep
was
your
doing
job and
regardless.
still, yeah. You could keep your job and still like stop drinking, stop smoking. You know,
Right.
you don't have to give up your job and live in the woods, basically. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
So,
I'll say like from experience, it can be hard when you habituate to something. Like I had a really hard time, like when I was doing my last job going in, and because I was so used to that routine, um,
yeah,
I wouldn't be able to like not like go have a smoke when I'm doing my rounds or whatever. Um,
yeah,
so that can be a good change, but yeah, I didn't like quit with no plan B. Like it wasn't like that. So
yeah.
But at the time, I wouldn't have even said Christ. I would have only said God vaguely. I would not have said Christ. If I said Christ, I would have been lying. It was like the most distant, vague calling to quit my job. And the reason why I can see now that I needed to quit my job is because it was something like a burning of the boats. It was letting go of my own plans, letting go of my own will, just taking a leap, because I really felt like I had no other options, like burning the boats and taking a leap, because I had no other options. I had no other options. And after I quit my job, that was a little bit over 3 years ago. Almost 4 years ago, I think. All of this was 4 years ago. Forgive me for saying 3 years ago. This was 4 years ago. After I quit my job, I had this, it was like October going into winter, and I knew it was like a calling from God.
okay, I was wondering what the burning the boats was about. Apparently, it's attributed to Cortez, the Spanish explorer in 1519 allegedly ordered his ships destroyed upon arriving in Mexico so his soldiers would know they had to conquer or die, leaving no way back.
Yeah. I was gonna say it sounds like burning your bridges, so there's no way back. Like you have to go on that course. If you know what I mean? Yeah.
And then, according to Google AI, it says that he actually did destroy his vessels, but he sank them after salvaging all of the supplies. He didn't burn them. So
Yeah.
that's just
Yeah.
a dramatic, yeah, like thematic
Yeah.
device or whatever.
It's like giving yourself
And
no
it
other
was-
option.
Hmm?
Yeah. It's like giving yourself no other option. So once you burn your boats or burn your bridges, yeah, there's no way back.
This felt nice for like a week, but after like a week or 2 weeks, I recognized the extent to which everything is very real now. And if I don't find God, I'm literally going to die. Like my actual body is going to cease being on this earth because I'm straight up not going to survive. So that was
You're going to die anyway. I always hate that too with the alcoholics who say, "Well, if I don't stop drinking," it's like, yeah, you might die faster, but you're gonna die inevitably anyway, right? Like
Yeah.
it's just such a like, what are you living for? That's really my question. Like when people do that shit.
Yeah. And I don't want to be. I don't want to bring it up, but it sounds like he has like suicidal tendencies anyway. He was talking about wanting to die when he did know God and wanted to die when he didn't know God. Yeah, there's something. I think it might
Yeah.
just be a mind kind of thing. You know what I mean?
And he mentioned like dark thoughts and stuff like that too, which could just attribute
Yeah.
to anxiety, depression, and stuff like that.
Yeah,
When I tell people, go get real mental health treatment. Stop.
yeah, yeah.
Stop with all this bogus shit.
Yeah. That's the best I've heard. Yeah.
Yeah, Jesus works like
feeling that-
acupuncture.
Acupuncture.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Holistic medicine, yeah.
yeah.
Or just go back to smoking weed, man. Relax.
Exactly. Exactly.
after about 2 weeks, and I started praying. I was reading the Bible in actual humility, like recognizing my need for God. And January 1st, after that October, I made a commitment to go to church. I've went to church every Sunday since, different churches for the past 4 years.
Different churches. Did he not commit to one church or one denomination? He just went to whatever church? I guess.
Give them all a little try. Yeah. What do they call that when they window shop for their religion?
Oh yeah, cafeteria Christians.
Cafeteria.
Yeah. They just go into they pick what they want and discard what. Yeah.
Oh yeah, like off the menu. Yeah.
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 Buffet style.
Yeah.
So I started doing those
What do you say?
Sorry. No, carry on. Yeah.
things. And we're going to get into more falls as well, though, because we need to talk about more falls, because not only was it not easy after that point and everything, Mary, it got, at that point, I hadn't really died. Like, it was after that point where I actually died. I actually died, and I don't mean that metaphorically. I barely even mean that spiritually. I mean that I died.
He physically died. He had a DE, not just an NDE, but death experience.
Yeah, so
Brought back to
presumably
life.
he must have been brought back to life. If he literally died. Yeah.
But then you're technically not actually fully dead, right? If you can be resuscitated, you have not died.
Yeah.
You might have like flatlined or something, but that's not like
Yeah.
fully being dead.
Yeah.
Cat got
Yeah.
censored for calling Wildheart the Aussie British word? What? Welcome anyway. You have a wrench. How can you be censored? I don't know. Where did this happen?
Oh, I think
yeah.
he means the C word. You know what Americans don't like.
Oh,
think-
okay. Yeah,
yeah.
YouTube probably.
YouTube might have
flag.
censored them. Yeah.
Oh, Doubting Thomas. Good to see you. Welcome to
Oh yes, YouTube censored her. None of us. Yeah. No,
yeah,
fuck
no, it
YouTube.
wasn't anybody here.
And it's fucking censoring nonsense. The C
Oh,
word
yeah.
is fucking. The
Sorry.
C word they should accept that it's culturally a greeting in Australia. It should
Yeah.
no longer be offensive. Like, move on. You've already took the N word off us. You took bloody the R word off us. Like, you're not taking the C word. I'm sorry. I will
can
die
say-
on that hill.
I went through and I deleted my avatar because I was totally gonna put it up on screen, but I forgot I deleted that shit, and now I'd have to dig it back up. It'd take forever.
I'm sorry, I didn't realise that was Kat. Good to see you, Kat. It's been a while. Yeah, I didn't realise it was you. Yeah, good to see you.
Oh, that's right. DT was going to join when he got home, and then I ended. Come join us, DT. I'll send you a link
Yeah.
in case you don't.
Yeah, you can invite him to the group. That'd be fine.
Okay, sweet. DT. There he is.
But in October, I didn't know how to pray. I straight up did not know how to pray. Because it's like, what do? I have these.
You talk to God and expect him to answer you, but it never happens unless you're freaking deranged. Damn it! Damn it!
There you go. Tom, I sent you a DM, and if you go to your email, you might have to check your spam.
I guess it's better
This
because you
should
put
be-
quotation marks around it, but damn it, DT, why'd you have to do it?
I
We don't
said
allow
the
that
R
word
word,
here.
DT. We didn't forget. I said the R word. Oh, you might have thought the other. He might have thought the other R word.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and Kat, join if you can. Yeah, it'd be great to speak to you again if you can.
A sloppy
Kat would
seagull.
also have to join the group. I've got Kat's email somewhere, but it's been a while. Yeah, I'm not putting it publicly.
Yeah.
'Cause
I don't know
fuck
how
all
to get
that.
into
I'm
Yeah.
having a slow night, so I'm moving very R-wordedly. So
I just like talk out into the ether to God, who I don't personally know. I didn't personally know God, and
but he personally knows him now that he's homeless.
it's an interesting question, which is like, what did God personally know you? I would confidently say that he did know me personally, because he knew me personally from the moment that he wove me together in my mother's womb. He knew you personally when he wove you together.
Whoa, buddy, hold on. He wove us together within the womb. Didn't we all have like souls that pre-existed our physical bodies? Isn't that the general consensus?
I think that's mainly JWs. I don't know whether most Christians believe that, whether we pre-existed or not. I'm not sure. I could be wrong.
No, that's not JW.
Isn't that?
No.
Oh, it might
They don't
be.
have a pre-exist. I think it might be a Catholic thing.
Yeah, I think
Believe
that comes
it or
from the
not.
Catholics.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, it might be. Yeah.
But it's a great question, Kev. I thought I knew, until you asked, and now I'm like, who is it that says that?
Welcome, DT. Welcome to the room.
Hey,
just-
DT.
Good to see.
They were talking
Hello.
about you earlier too. William mentioned the biblical figure, and East Max apparently thought he was talking about you. So whatever you're doing is working.
East Mac.
That was fucking hilarious. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. How are you, fellas?
All good. Yeah.
I
We're
could
filled
complain,
with
but
the
I'm not
Holy
supposed to.
Spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Overfilled with the Holy Spirit. Yeah.
Overflowing. Yes, that's the one.
Thank God I don't have all those expensive cigars and cheap broads anymore. Jeez.
No.
In your mother's womb. And this is where the story
So
starts
yeah,
to
you
flip,
might have
because
missed the
keep in
start,
mind, I said that
DT,
I
or
would,
were you here? Sorry, were you here at the start, DT? Oh, he's dropped. He might have had to.
Oop.
Oh, never mind.
He's back. Oh, just took a second. There we go.
There he is.
I hit the wrong button.
Yeah. Did you see the start of this?
No.
So long story short, he had so much money, and like he would smoke weed and smoke ciggies and smoke cigars all day long, and he had all these cheap broads all the time. And then he found Jesus, and now he's happily homeless. So
Yeah, he lives in these woods. This ain't just for the YouTube content.
What part of the
yeah,
country is he in? Did he say?
No, he didn't. He didn't say. It's probably somewhere on his channel.
Living out in the woods with Jesus now.
yeah.
Growing the beard for. Yeah.
Oh, my message hadn't turned up in chat. Kat, if you put your email in the chat, then I'll message you with a link. If that's okay.
Oh fuck it! I don't think anybody else is gonna bother us. And if they do, I can just kick them out anyway. I'll just put the fucking link out. That's
Cheers. Cool, man. Thank you.
There it is.
Was my core problem was that I saw myself as the main character, and even in this story that I'm telling you, I'm not the main character in this story. I said that I followed Christ into homelessness. Really, the only thing that I did.
So he was lying? Were you lying about that?
I know I said I followed Jesus into homelessness. I feel like there's a big butt coming.
Yeah.
Did you follow him or did he carry you into homelessness?
How many footprints were there?
How do I get? Oh shit! I have a. Oh, there we go. Okay, got it.
Why, hello. How are we all today?
I am doing well.
I
Much better
am
now.
filled with the Holy Spirit.
Does
Did
my
I tell you I'm
microphone...
emotionally dysregulated?
I don't think you needed to tell anyone that, but
Yeah, no,
yeah.
that's just assumed.
We all are.
No, your mic's good.
Oh,
Yeah,
hey,
good.
I bought a nice new fancy headset that doesn't make me sound like all the time.
Good to see you,
Fair
Kat.
enough.
Been a while. Yeah, good to see you.
No, you don't want to see me because I look like hell, but thank you. I appreciate it.
We're all learning how to go homeless for Jesus.
Yeah.
I
It
didn't
looks like
need
a nice
Jesus
spot
to
to be
do that
homeless in.
shit.
Yeah, no, you see, you can do
Honestly.
that without Jesus. You can do it all on your own. Kat can.
Yeah, I
attest
did.
to that.
All I needed was cocaine and alcohol. Hold on. Jesus turned water into wine.
Yeah, hang on. Hey,
Right,
Jesus,
maybe we-
you ever made cocaine before, Jesus? Can you turn
We
this
just-
powdered sugar into Coke?
Yeah, he was turning wheat into Coke.
That would be a cool party trick.
Yeah.
And then
Oh, impressive. Yeah.
someone else is turning the Coke into crack, and that guy was Ronald Reagan, Jesus Christ 2.0.
In the ghetto. Yeah, and now apparently they are smoking psilocybin laced cannabis cigarettes. I don't know what's going on with that. But
Does smoking psilocybin do anything?
That's what we were wondering. Right? Not sure.
I don't think it does. I think if it did, I would have known.
Yeah, you'd think we'd have heard of more people smoking it. I don't know
Yeah.
I've ever heard of anyone smoking it.
Look, I know a guy who smokes methamphetamine out of light bulb, crystal meth out of light bulbs.
Oh, I've tried
I
that.
think I would have.
Yes.
No.
I think I would have heard about someone smoking mushrooms.
Yeah.
I'm
I
just
met a
saying.
guy when I first started doing security. This guy, I was in uniform, tried to offer me a hit of his vape, and he told me there was meth in the vape. I was like, how the fuck did you pull that one off? But yeah, I didn't really inquire any further. But apparently they could.
I mean,
They could.
yeah, you could if it's anything you can liquefy, you can put it in a vape.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll get you high, but you could smoke
It's
it.
gonna blow
or
up in your
vape it.
face.
Yeah. Anyways, I apologize for interrupting. We can continue watching. My apologies.
That was amazing. No, thank you for coming, Ken.
There was like 8 total decisions. And honestly, before I became homeless living in my vehicle, there was 2. There was when I quit my job, i.e. I let go. And there was when it was a year later, I'd ran out of money. I quit my job and I lived in my
Hold on,
house.
it took him
for
a
that
year?
next-
Yeah, well, he said this happened like 3 to 5 years ago, and then he apologized and said it was actually 4 years ago, so the timeline's all screwy here.
Okay, but okay. How much money did he have when he became homeless? Because it sounds like if you had money for a year, it's more expensive to be homeless.
Yeah, he had like a savings that he blew through before, I guess, this all came down on.
Yeah.
All right. Hey,
But it was
okay. Well,
totally
then
strategically planned.
Sure. Why not?
He
All right,
said
I'll
he
be
had.
quiet again.
No,
My bad.
He said he had a good job before he became homeless. So yeah, maybe he had some savings.
Yeah, he didn't tell us what he was doing though. That might be like the worst
Yeah.
part. Maybe he was like involved in
See-
human trafficking or something. We don't know.
And the devil was giving him too much cigars and hookers.
Yeah.
So he
They weren't
needed
even
to-
hookers. They were just like in unfaithful girlfriends or
Yeah.
something.
cheating hoes.
Yeah.
Oh, cheating hoes. Hey, they do take a lot of money out of you.
Yeah, I can vouch for that.
Mm.
God bless.
I emptied out my 401k, which I don't regret, to write
I don't regret.
a book and
Oh,
try
I
to
don't
know
regret.
God. And even at that point, I was living a little bit better, but I wasn't really living well. I was just a baby trying to know God. And I knew what I had to do, which is I knew that I had to then move into a vehicle because I completely ran out of money by August. But that seemed absurd. That seemed absolutely ridiculous. And I knew, like, I was seeing it from other people's perspective. I was like, if other people see me like living in a vehicle, people are going to think I'm crazy now. And it's like, I know what I'm called to do. I know what I should do, but it seems so absurd. And so I was like trying to claw back to my own plans. Like,
He has some like self-awareness about the fact that he's about to become, a bum living in his vehicle, but he's like, no, this is obviously God's plan for me. He wants me to do this, right?
Yeah.
Also, like, I don't think most people, first of all, notice you're living in your car unless you're being obnoxious about it and telling everyone you're living in your car. And 2, most people don't think you're nuts. They're just like, oh shit, honey, you fallen on hard times. Do you need a couch to sleep on? Unless he just has no friends.
Apparently he does not. Because he screwed every other guy's wife in town, so he's gotta move along.
Oh, see, I've only been watching this for about 10, 15 minutes, and I was playing Scrabble for most of it. Bugs won. Fucking bitch. But
No, that worked though. That was perfect.
beat me handily. Fucking slapped my ass around so much. I upset. But anyways.
Sorry, what was your best word in Scrabble? It's normally one with a Q. So that's
Well, we didn't even get to Q because I got beaten so hard. I want to talk about it.
Okay.
It was traumatic. Okay.
I don't want to
You have special Scrabble rules, like, you know what I'm talking about, like where you can include the dirty words and stuff.
Well, so we play on my Star Trek Scrabble board, so you're allowed to use Star Trek words. And every time we play, we agree, like, hey, are we allowed to use dirty words? Are we allowed to use, like, scientific terms? And we agreed on scientific terms, and Bugs handed my ass to me, like, 3 separate times. And it's like, oh, you got a 62 and a 40? Fuck you.
Yeah, that'll happen. Yeah. I know bugs is up in their scientific terms. Yeah.
I'm so envious right now. I swear. I need to pray about it.
Maybe I
Yeah.
could get another job and just rebuild my life in the way that I want to rebuild my life now. Maybe everything's good, but I knew that I should live in a vehicle. It's hard to describe, but you know and I know that there's moments in your life when you know. God does call you in certain directions. And I'll tell you this, it was very absurd because that was then in August of the following year. 1 week I was in a house.
What year was it, dude?
And I
Come on.
was in a kitchen and I was making my food from my refrigerator on a stovetop. The next week I was in a park with a butane stove and it was so surreal. 1 week I was in a house, the next week I was in a park making my food in a park. And that was
He had
my
money
life.
for a butane stove?
We stole them from Walmart all the time. So I mean, to be fair,
Yeah, but did he?
was he
he's
boosting for
talking-
Jesus?
Like, he's talking about how much. Okay, so he had money. So he didn't steal it, though, right? Like, and in a week, you're immediately going to stealing a butane stove? Like,
No, he planned
Like that-
ahead for homelessness. This guy was like, God is calling me to live in a van. And then
yeah, but
he,
then
like,
wouldn't you just get a
stockpiled-
sterno?
Yeah.
Like solid fuel? Wouldn't that be like, if you're gonna plan ahead to be homeless, get solid fuel? What the fuck? No,
Well,
like,
he's never
hold
done it
on.
before. Give him some credit, you know.
Okay, but like
He's not eating the
logically,
beans straight out of the can, you know.
no. Hey, eating the beans straight out of the can is perfectly reasonable, and I do it while not homeless. I live because I'm a fancy person. I have a trailer now. But like, what?
Congratulations.
I know I am high on the hog or high on something, marijuana. But come on, butane? Butane's a lot more expensive than solid fuel, and it takes up more space. I'm just saying, he did shit research. My apologies.
They're convenient, though. I mean, you spark them up. It's a high heat, you know. Yeah, they've got some pretty good ones now.
I guess I've been out of the game too long.
And those
And then
them
like a
little-
month later,
Go ahead.
I was going to say, are those little blue bottles, butane bottles, the little blue
Well,
gas?
there's like the butane refillable lighters, but now they have like a mini stove, which is like a propane canister,
Yeah.
but it's butane, and you can just
Yeah.
put the burner right on top of it.
Yeah.
Look, unless he was also like doing a side gig of making crystal meth, there's no point in having compressed butane and not making crystal meth. I just look, okay. It's fine. It's fine. I'm an elitist hobo, I guess.
it was getting cold where I'm at, so I had to drive my vehicle down to Florida. And this is so crazy, but when I was doing that, I was listening to a podcast and I was driving through Kentucky and I was this is so crazy, and I was in a county in Kentucky. I'm telling you.
Okay, came from Kentucky. We have an answer there.
Von Helton.
Up, and
for
there's
butane.
a sign that says you are now entering X county. And the podcast that I was listening to was a judge from that county. I didn't know up until this point that he was a judge in this county. But I'm telling you, the moment that my eyes made contact with the sign saying that you're now entering that county, the judge from that podcast mentioned the county of which he was a judge from.
Wow, that's an amazing coincidence. He happened to be entering the county. The judge. So he's going to meet the judge, evidently. I imagine that's where this story's going to go.
Yeah.
What's up, Rex? Mormon, not this one. No, we got us a true blue believer here. No Mormonism with this guy.
I quite well. Go see him.
Good to see you, brother.
And I was like, what the synchronicity was out of this world. And so I was very afraid and I was terrified, but in that moment I was like,
It's like the fear of the Lord, right?
Yeah.
So I'll give another anecdote. My personal experience when I met the judge. When I first met the judge in my custody case, I knew in advance that he had had a prior relationship with one of the other parties involved. And when I called him out on that, he said, "Blah blah blah. You can go." And so I did. I filed an injunction or whatever that is, for him to recuse himself because he had a prior relationship with one of the parties involved, and it was a conflict of interest. And of course, they never responded to me. They just threw the fucking thing in the wastebasket. What's up, Robin? Good to see you.
Hi, Robin. Good to see you.
So, I mean, that shit does happen. But I wasn't like, oh, this is a weird act of God. I was like, you know this person.
Yeah.
You've like been knowing this person for like, 10, 20 years or something. Like, you need to recuse yourself from this case. And they absolutely refused. And the courts let them get away with it. So, I don't know. Anyway.
Well, yeah, they're allowed to do that. They're the judge. You're just a citizen. What the fuck are you? Shut up, quit complaining.
Right.
God.
I mean, I probably could have pursued it further, but it was
If they let you.
Yeah, if they ever respond to your fucking petition.
Yeah, it's like
hey. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's like correlation doesn't equal causation. Like he's picking out just weird like coincidences that have happened in his life and just automatically attributing it to God, which makes no fucking sense. Do you know what I mean?
Well, pattern recognition is a hell of a drug.
Yeah. Yeah.
And drugs don't help with that.
Yeah. The drugs
Definitely
don't
not.
work. Yeah.
He looks like he does drugs that have insane names like Meow Meow. Okay.
Well, he says he got sober, but yeah, that makes you think like what else? What did he substitute for or whatever,
Yeah, he Meow Meow or Street Crack or I don't know, some other designer drug that like 7 people use because it's one guy living in Appalachia who makes it himself out of compressed butane, and it's this guy who is making it himself in the woods of Appalachia out of compressed butane.
Which is not an herbal remedy, by the way. That does not qualify.
Well,
how could this be
it's-
anything other than the
It could be.
I mean, yeah, there's herbs. Butane can cook herbs so that they have flavor. Crystals.
Crystal healing.
right track? With that synchronicity, those two things lining up so perfectly, sometimes that's another thing that it just happens in your life and you're like, oh, what the? And so I was driving down south and I had a YMCA membership and I was showering in YMCAs and I was working out in YMCAs. And I'll tell you the truth, I had I remember this so simultaneously fondly and vividly, which is that every night in these YMCAs, I had the most beautiful sorrow within me. I can't even describe to you how sad I was. And I'm
All right, who's coming with the police officer outfit right now when he has these vivid, fond memories of the YMCA?
Yeah, he needs medical help at some point. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I understand that's the joke about fond memories of the YMCA, but like this guy does not seem sober remotely, right? Like whether or not he's having fond memories at the YMCA. We don't know that those memories are real because this guy is less sober than I've ever been. Look at him. Look at those eyes. Look at where he's paused. Look at his eyes look like Trump's lips saying China. Okay, he's not sober.
Using that word sadness, sorrow, but it was so beautiful. It was like both of these things, and I was like, man, this is the feeling that I've been running away from, honestly. I don't know what this is. I feel so beautifully
The feeling of showering at the Y is what you've been running away from.
sorrowful right now. I feel so scared and sorrowful, and there's like a love within me in this YMCA and all of these YMCAs, and I'm so scared.
Hold on.
Like, I think
there's a love within him at the YMCA, and he's so scared. Look. It's okay.
They're made.
It's okay if you're gay. You don't need to be high and homeless and pretend you're devoting your life to Jesus. You can just suck a dick in the showers at the YMCA. No one cares. It's the YMCA, dude. Hey, Planet Fitness doesn't care either. You can get fucked in the ass in the middle of the room at Planet Fitness so long as you're not too loud and the lunk alarm doesn't go off. Okay, they don't care. You can just be. You can have as much love as you want inside your body, buddy.
Just tell him you're spotting partner, right?
I'm just saying. Yeah, he doesn't need to be worried. He can just look, I understand it's 2026 and we've gone back a little bit in the United States, but also like it's okay. Just be like, I'm a log cabin Republican. It's okay. I just fuck dudes and I vote Republican. It's okay. You can get away with it.
Feeling like he's on a trail, but I feel like there's so much open space out there. He could go like, Abe Lincoln or whatever, build a nice.
Yeah, he could go dogging.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that too. Mm-hmm.
Jesus came inside him at the YMCA. Yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't need to go to the YMCA to get love inside of him. Or to a Catholic church, whatever they call it. They call them something different. I don't know. But like he can get molested wherever he wants. Well, maybe not with the Catholics, but he aged out of that.
As long as you go to confession later, and confess your sins.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
God will let you off. Yeah.
And good night to Doubting Thomas.
Oh, he'll get you off all right.
I don't know if he dropped again or not, but feel free to rejoin.
this is love that I'm experiencing right now, but this love is this is kind of hard to bear. And that's like often what I was escaping from. And to tell you the truth, that feeling, which is, it's hard to describe it. I'm just calling it beautiful sorrow. It's like, I'm calling it beautiful sorrow, but it's really like love. And it's, in the book in 1 Corinthians, Paul says,
Ah, shit, not this fucking guy again. Always with the Paul. This fucking guy, Paul, it pisses me off to no end.
Well, yeah. Paul is a crazy person, first of all. And Paul, formerly Saul, is a guy who makes everything in Christianity sound like gay loving.
Yeah.
He also makes it all about him. Like he's extremely self-centered individual.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. It's about him getting fucked in the butt by a guy who's dead that he's never met. And he wants everyone else to get fucked by this ghost that they've also never met. And like, I'm sorry, this guy right here talking about all of his feelings that he's had, and it's like, hey, you sound like you took it in the ass and liked it. I don't know who here has gotten fucked in the butt and really enjoyed it, but I have. So I'm just saying, I would phrase it quite similarly and would not attribute it to a religious experience. But what do I know?
Yeah, God gave us prostates for a reason, right?
Yeah, God bless.
Yeah. Why would God make the male G spot in only way that you could access it through the back passage? Do you know what I mean? I think God is against.
Well, it's
sodomy.
not the only way. I think it's just the most
No.
common
What,
way. That's a misconception.
no. What do you
It
mean?
depends.
What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Yes,
prostate play.
We're talking about fingering your holes, DT.
Look, if you have like your prostate arranged in the right place, like the base of your dick, which is inside your body, and your prostate are like in a similar spot, and you can like hit them if you like rub your taint right. But
Yeah.
like for most people, you got to go into your butthole to hit the prostate.
Like a walnut.
Can I get a diagram? Can I get like a?
It's not one size fits all, man. That was the point.
Well, yeah, that's the
diagram's
whole
not being
point. It's
accurate.
different. It's different depending on the person because some people have more of their dick inside of them, and some people are fatter, so it's more inside their squish. Look, there's science.
Tommy out the back. Sorry,
I don't.
he said he hit the wrong button again. So
Oh
No,
yeah,
I'm
no, he's
back
back.
in.
He's back.
oh,
No,
he's
he's
back.
Yeah.
Oh, there you are.
I have that effect on people. My bad.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
You're good.
Love can bear all things, but love is a hard thing to bear. Love is pain. And oddly
okay,
enough,
that-
that
That sounds
Am
like
I-
the real issue. He went through like a heartbreak. He's not talking about
Well-
that. Yeah.
No, he's talking about bearing down on a dick, and it hurts, but he loves it. Okay,
Poor Philip.
am I wrong?
It could be.
It
It could be interpreted that way. Yeah.
it hurts, but it feels so good, and it's love. I love him. His dick is so big. I look, man. I'm just saying.
I think he's
You can't
obsessed.
say that and be Christian. It's not going to work out. Oh, shit.
He's so obsessed with all this love and bullshit.
In his ass.
Well, he doesn't hear Jesus telling him, "Go get a fucking job, dude."
Jesus told him to
Yeah.
quit.
Yeah.
Right.
Jesus is like, hey, hop off my cock and go work. Work at
Yeah.
McDonald's. Shit, I don't care.
Go get a
I can't
fucking
afford
job.
your
He said,
ass.
Go live in your van and meet some hot dudes at the Y. That's totally something Jesus would say.
And bear down on them.
No, but Jesus told him to give up his job in order that he could sit on Jesus' cock.
No,
I want to say big welcome to Tilting Windmill in the chat. Good to see you.
stop
Thank you.
smashing this guy's like button. He's going homeless because of it.
There's lots of
God.
big trees for him to bear down on out there. Are we going? All right, we're going.
love is like the feeling that I was running away from for whatever reason. It's almost like it was too much, too good. And so after living in a van and just not drinking, not smoking, no lust, come roughly February of the following year, I was in Gainesville, Florida. They have cannabis.
Okay, he has now traveled from Kentucky to Florida, living in a van, completely sober apparently, and showering with other men at the YMCA. Okay.
Come roughly.
Yeah.
Come roughly.
Edibles there. And one night I bought cannabis edibles, and I was walking around Gainesville, Florida, and that opened up a Pandora's box, and it gave me reprieve from this thing that I'm calling beautiful sorrow that I would honestly describe as love, just a heavy thing to bear. And I went back and I was smoking cannabis. Wasn't really drinking alcohol.
Shit, see, we said in the beginning, we said try it, man. Just go get high, but I guess it's not working.
Yeah.
For him.
Hey, I look, being stoned it's good for you. It you know, this guy has just been like, yeah, I was getting fucked in the ass. Anyways, there was a lot of compressed butane involved. I'm not going to get any more specific. At the YMCA. Anyways, I started smoking pot again, and suddenly. And is he about to go into like he was having more gay sex because that?
I feel like that's going to be a thing, especially.
I mean, hold on. Was he talking about like was he like specific about having relations with other men before I
no,
joined
he had
this?
claimed to be like a ladies' man before this.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Oh,
so,
I was like, yeah."
So he was explicit about having relations with other men.
No, not men. Women.
Well, look, hi, honey. Who calls themselves a ladies' man while living in a van down by the river? No, you tell me which people are like, I'm a real ladies' man. I like ladies. I live in a van down by the river, and I hang out at the YMCA where I get a lot of love in my body. He was explicit. Okay. My apologies.
No, he claimed to be a ladies' man because he had sex with a lot of ladies who were already married. That's what got him.
Well, and he just wanted everything he couldn't have. See, that's another thing that kind of tells, though, right?
Oh, so he was having sex with women and wanted the things he couldn't have.
Yeah.
Their husbands.
Yeah.
I was smoking.
Look, this is jokes. I don't know this guy. I just to legally clear myself. Well, I think
No
I know him better than he knows himself, but no slander, jokes, haha tee.
He looks a lot more like Jesus in this frame, doesn't he?
Every night because something about that love, and maybe it was because I was so alone while I was out on the middle of nowhere, alone, lonely, sad, sorrowful, repentant. Really couldn't bear the grief of the life that I'd lived as well. So I'd rather escape from it. So I started smoking cannabis, and I smoked cannabis every night. And I said that I made a few choices, and I'm not the main character. God gave me that love back, which was hard for me to bear. Once again, I started to run away. I'm not really disparaging cannabis in so much as that I'm saying that the path of God, the way is...
He's not disparaging the devil's lettuce. Okay, let's be clear.
Well, it's not the devil's lettuce. It's Azazel's cabbage, really. So you're allowed to smoke a little. You know, just like don't go into that weird plane of existence that Azazel exists in. Just yeah.
Plus, the devil's lettuce sounds a lot like the devil has like women's parts, you know, like the clitoris and that. The devil's lettuce.
The Catholics do believe something similar to that, where what is it? Baphomet, whatever. He's got a massive old schlong and tiggle bitties and a fucking vergooter. I don't know. Look at him. He could be French. I'm not his mom. Look, he has an accent that I can't quite parse. I don't know what that is. That's like South Oregon, like in between the animal fucking area of Oregon and the woke area of Oregon. Hey, you know exactly.
Is that the demilitarized zone, or?
Yes, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like southeast of what's the fucking the where all the hobos go. Eugene. It's southeast of Eugene. Yeah. That's the fucking accent he's got, and you know it.
Fucking great.
That you have to be all in on Christ. You have to be all in on God. And these things, these vices, which are not good for us, if nothing else, they pull you away from being all in. I'm telling you, that's the beauty of God, is the being all in on Him. And
Being all in on him. All in on him. Just
Wait, so weed
that's such a
makes
great
you
worship song.
have God go all in on you, and it takes the hands off of you. So you're not even getting a reach around. You're just bottoming without a reach around.
No, he's giving it up for you. You're all in on him. So you're topping right now, man.
Oh, I
This
am?
is it's your time to shine. Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
if Jesus
shit.
lets you in, you got to take advantage.
Oh, it makes sense now. You're right.
He says sorry.
Go ahead.
He says like yes, they are all in all. Yeah, Jesus is all in all.
It just bothers me how much every time Christians talk about their relationship with God, it sounds like a dom sub relationship, but gay.
Yeah.
And it bothers me. Well, it bothers me because, like, hey, us queer people are allowed to have our own thing. You've exiled us from everything else. Why are you now coming in and making your relationship with your daddy over here our problem? You just keep on using the same phrasing, and you clearly like it, which is great. I'm happy for you, but like, can you just not go somewhere else and do it? I don't know. Do it in the privacy of your own homes, goddammit. Don't shove it down my throat.
that was that double entendre, yeah.
Yeah.
And they said it's fine if you're gay as long as you get stoned. I mean, that's fine.
I do. So, like, we cool? Like, it cancels each other out?
Holy Spirit dwelling within you, but Christ can't be. Christ can't just be something, or he is nothing. Meaning, if on your hierarchy of importance, he's just 2, 3, 4, or even 1, but not dominantly. If all things aren't subordinate to Christ, it just
Not dominant.
He's a sub.
got-
Yeah.
doesn't work out.
If you don't let Jesus dom you, then you're not a true Christian.
It's not my fault. He keeps on saying these things. I'm not making him do this. Okay.
No. It is coming out.
It's coming in.
After you sort of went quiet, I was like, oh my God, he's just making it worse and worse. Like, he's digging this hole deeper and deeper, not you.
No, Jesus is digging the hole deeper and deeper. Trust me, he's going past all them sphincters, man. Was that too far? Was
No, I'm okay with it. I pressed the wrong button.
Okay, everyone got completely fucking silent.
No, I guess I hit mute on the video on X, so that was my fault.
Sorry, I was in the bathroom. I'll just go back.
That aren't meant to be in your life at all start flowing in. It's like Christ just disappeared. You've ran away from Christ, and that's what I did. I ran away from Christ. And I needed reprieve from that love, because that love was pain. Right. And so I made the decision to quit my job. That was me letting go. I made the decision to live in a van. That was me letting go. And then another year later, I lost my van.
Oh Jesus! How many fucking years has it been now? He said it was like 3 to 5 years ago. Then he was like, it's 4 years, and then now we've elapsed 2 years. His timeline, his narrative is completely fucking incoherent.
Well, he was the disciple that Jesus loved, and that's what he's running away from.
And how do you lose a van? Like, did he mean he actually lost
He
it?
stopped
or-
paying for the registration and got it towed.
Well, depending on how high he was at the time, he could have genuinely just lost it.
Yeah, just forgot where he
Maybe.
parked it.
You're being sure.
Hey, I've been there. No hate, no judgment. I can't. I'm the I'm the last person to judge. I don't know why I turned into Math Pig there. My apologies.
The hell's going on?
And it was taken from me. I mean, it broke down, so I barely had a choice. There was like a small choice in the matter that I had, which was I could have tried to salvage it in terms of keep it running for a little bit longer. But I'd strayed away from my path, which was the reason why I was going towards hell again. I'd strayed away from my path, and I had the option once again to let go. And that's when I lost my girlfriend. Her and I broke up. I lost my van. My van was my last bit of...
Hold on. So he still has a girlfriend at this point, and
I
he's
was gonna
showering the
say-
Jews at the Y?
MCA is bound to stay at the Y.
Well, I mean, maybe his girlfriend was, you know, could have been a guy, could have been imaginary, could have been, you know, a veil because he was deeply insecure and that's why he fucked off to live in the woods. And I would know nothing about this being a queer trans person who fucked off to be homeless and live in the woods.
In other words, you've had
Anyways,
lived experience, yeah.
well, I have no idea. I've never been to a YMCA. A wink, a wink.
That took way longer than it should have.
Me? Yes, it should have. I was like
but yes.
20.
I
But
had to update my avatar though.
I'm mad. I haven't used StreamYard in so long that it got rid of my brown letter K, and I'm upset about that.
Oh yeah, that is what defines you. Yeah.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. That's sad. Yeah.
I know. I'm gonna have to go to a YMCA and leave my job, leave my house, and really
Hopefully you have
get
a van.
connected. I'll have to buy a van to
Big
go
investment.
get connected with the brown letter K with my girlfriend.
Maybe if you just Google brown letter K, that'll come up with one. Maybe.
No, that's gonna come up with something racist.
You don't do that here.
No,
Never in
we
my life.
don't.
Gosh.
Look, I'm
Degenerates.
only
Heathens.
I'm
Oh.
I'm
rebuke
only
you.
racist against the correct people, like Italians
Yeah. The
and
French.
people from New Jersey.
Yeah.
Unless you're Jewish and from New Jersey, in which case I still hate you, but I only hate you because that's what we do when we're Jewish. Hate other Jews. Like Hitler and Ava Braun.
Oh, see, I think I fucked up. I think it was Math Pig's birthday today. Happy birthday, Robbie. No, yeah, I think, yeah,
Oh.
I wish somebody else a happy birthday, but I'm pretty sure it was fucking Robbie's birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday, Mappy. Yeah, I've not seen him for a while. Oh no, is it?
Well, that's, you know, I don't want to, is it? I
It might
don't want
be.
to play that. I don't want to play that game today.
I didn't know.
First time Sorry.
I'm not participating in the conflicts. I'm trying to bring people together here. Just like I don't like to divide the gingers, you know.
In my defense, I forgot. I haven't been involved in any of this in years, so I come back for the first time. I didn't mean to start a thing. My bad.
You're just trouble. You're just trouble. You're naturally trouble. Yeah.
I am. Thank you. Oh my god. No, that's not my middle name. Thank you.
Independence and autonomy. I lost the life that I was building out there. I lost everything. And I don't know if I had to lose that or if I didn't have to lose that, and if I would have lived different if it had to be that way, but it doesn't really matter because it is that way. But I had to let go. And once again, I died, and it changed me. And then it led me to the hardest section of the whole journey, which was then I started living with different people. I was living...
I have a question.
With friends.
Did he die? Or is he talking about, like, spiritually? Or does he mean, like, he overdosed and, like, they had to put him in a K-hole to, like...
Yeah, I'm not sure if this is the second or third time he said he's died, but yeah.
Well, this is the second time I've heard him say died, and the first time I just assumed he like had a heart attack or overdosed or whatever. But like now I'm like, is he talking about spiritual death? Because that's
I think that's what he meant, because he said he felt like he was dead like before that, and then he was like, then I actually died. Or like, what? Like, how did that happen? No explanation.
Okay, so go ahead.
I think he might be being hyperbolic, like when he says he died. Yeah, I think he means he died, like you said, like spiritually or something happened, but he wasn't literally dead. But he said he died 3 times. So, yeah.
Then he's just being dramatic. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Come on. I work with guys who have literally died multiple times, and they like, you want to know what they do to people who like overdose on amphetamines and crack? They give them ketamine and then shock them a bunch of times. And I don't think he had the money to have that.
Yeah.
Because he was living in a not van that he no longer had with his girlfriend, who's definitely a woman. And in the YMCA locker rooms, where there's definitely women putting love in his body.
Stick an oversized syringe straight into his heart. Yeah.
It sounds like his girlfriend was named Tina. I'm glad everyone got that. Thank you. God bless. I've won this. Thank you.
Slept outside, living with more friends, and then I lived with my family. This too is a completely different story. But
wait, his family was homeless too, or did they let him? So he wasn't completely.
But this was living with my family was the hardest part of the whole journey, because that was a walk through the valley of the shadow of humiliation. A lot of people live with their family.
Yeah, I remember that part of the Bible where you walk through the valley of the shadow of humiliation.
Yep, that was Psalm 48, verse 16. The walk through the valley of the shadow of humiliation of living with your family. Which, back in those days, the Jewish people didn't live in clusters where, like, you lived in your familial home for 18, 20 generations. I obviously not alive at the same time. Well, maybe if you believe the Bible, but that's besides the point. Yeah, man.
He's literally by the river now. I just noticed that.
Yes, thank you.
And
I'm funny, yes.
you triggered my autism, and it's as I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, which is the beginning of Gangster's Paradise. So I'm gonna be away for a while. I'm gonna sing that song to myself.
Understandable, fair enough.
I prefer
But,
the
like-
Weird Al version myself.
Oh my god, it's so good. And it upsets me that it made Coolio so upset. Because Coolio, Hey. Have I ever told you the story of my mother meeting Coolio?
No.
Okay,
Tell.
so
Tell.
I will. It's really funny. I was texting my mother at the time. I don't remember whose car was fucked up. I was old enough to drink. So like I would have been 21, 22 when I had just moved back to the area and I was living with my mother and we were sharing a car at the time. Once again, I don't remember whose car because both of ours were going out, but she was the attendant at a hotel, like the person you go to see at the front desk. And I asked her, yeah, concierge. And I was just like, hey, look, unless you tell me otherwise, I'm done with work at 8:30. So I'll be there at 9. I don't know when you're done with work. So if you could just tell me when you're done working, like, because then I could go take a shower or whatever. And she just responded with, Coolio. And I was like, great, that doesn't help me plan anything. Can you please get more specific? And then she just sent me the text, Coolio. And I'm like, okay, Ma, you gotta. Are you drunk at work? What the fuck is happening? And then there was a long pause, like 5-6 minutes of text. Like nothing, no texts. And then I get a picture of my mother standing next to Coolio in her work. And well, I think he's dead now, but he would specifically go out of his way to stay in random hotels not near where he was performing so that people didn't bother him. And I guess that's just what he was a super normal guy. He was just super normal. Like genuinely more normal than most normal people I meet. With crazy hair. And I thought my mother was just being racist, but nope, it was actually Coolio. I thought she just saw a black guy with crazy hair and was like, it's Coolio. Nope, she was right. No, it wasn't. It's a traumatic event that I hold in my heart, much like this guy holds all of the loving he got in his body from the YMCA.
Well, at least it led him to whatever he's doing now, but I don't know. Yeah, wait, maybe no, that's not a positive thing.
It doesn't. I mean, he's got a river. I don't have a river.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. He can go baptize himself, catch a fish, eat for a day.
Yeah, teach a man to baptize.
Right
and
now,
he'll
they're struggling
drown a lot of children.
beyond belief, and I didn't know the extent to which they were struggling. I now know. It may not even have anything to do with their family. It didn't really have anything to do with my family. It's just there's something about it, man. The valley of the shadow of humiliation. It's like a absolute destruction of your ego, relentlessly and repeatedly, but not in a way that is necessarily nourishing. Not in a way that long term, I don't think it brings forth. It certainly brings forth humility, but it was I'll just say it was brutal. That too is a separate story. But the key is that in order to get back onto the path, the internal path, I once again had to let go, i.e. I had to die. And I had to let go of my plans, especially in that valley of the shadow of humiliation. I had to let go of my own plans and realize that the way that I was seeing the world and the lone wolf mentality that I had built up and the independence that I had clung to and attached to so much, I had to let even that go.
Sounds like he has a like shit family. They're gaslighting him as he's going through a hard time. They're like, "Oh, you need help? What's
Yeah.
wrong with you?" I've been through that
I'm back.
before too.
I'm back, by the way. I've got Coolio out of my system now. Yeah, all is good. All is calm. All is
Spend the most of our life.
Hey, my mother has Coolio still in her system, and that was over a decade ago. So every so often, my mother will just hit me with Coolio, and I like have Vietnam flashbacks, and I'm just like, "Fuck, is Coolio here? It's cool." I'm not even anywhere near my mother, but I'm like, "Fuck, is Coolio here?" Because that's just how my brain is wired.
It's funny because whenever I first started text messaging, like back when, like, yeah, we didn't have like, it was like a flip phone or whatever. And I thought that was the funniest response to people whenever they were like, "Oh, is that cool with you?" I'd be like, "Coolio," and I thought that was hilarious, like for a couple of years or something, maybe.
Yes, and that's
But
what I
also
thought my
despise
mother was
text
doing.
messaging. Yeah. So I was like your mom, but when I was 20.
Well,
Except I wasn't bluffing, or I was
I mean,
bluffing. No, she wasn't bluffing.
Hey, you are so much cooler than my mother because I don't know what drug she did, but she will not do legal, like, state regulated weed with me. Because the one time she smoked weed, she saw Alf. You know, Alf.
I've had
And
Alf
I'm
on
like-
the stream before, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, "Hey, hi, whatever you were doing was not marijuana." It might have been partially marijuana, but it wasn't.
Shout out
And
to
now
Stark of Iron. I still have to clip that. That's one of the most hilarious things that we've seen over here. Because that dude does a great fucking Alf impression, and I have it somewhere in the archives.
Oh, that's hard to do. I think that. Go ahead.
Are you saying Alf, like the alien?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that guy. Yes.
ALF. Yes, I have an inscrutable accent. Thank you.
I'm just checking. Yeah, that's fine.
Alf. How do you pronounce it?
Alf.
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 All right. We're having too much fun. I'll proceed.
And it was death. And after doing that for several months, I went deeper into Christ. I don't necessarily just mean that I
Oh
read
my
Deeper
god!
Christ.
Just stop already with the fucking innuendo.
He's not trying to do it. It's
the Bible.
I know, but
I don't necessarily just mean that I prayed. I don't even necessarily mean that I just went to just mean that I went to church. I was praying all day, like through my heart. I stopped thinking. I wasn't really thinking anymore. I didn't like my thoughts, and I recognized the extent to which I didn't like my thoughts, and I'd never liked my thoughts. And I realized like the reattachment to my
obvious
plans, my own
confession
plans,
there.
and my own thoughts.
I stopped thinking. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a bit of a
hates his
confession there, wasn't it?
I'm sorry.
Stopped
no attachment
thinking.
to thought.
Like,
Would it is it just me, or is it I don't like my own thoughts? Link back to my previous theory of
Yeah,
him.
he was talking about the dark thoughts or whatever before.
Yes.
Yeah.
And hey, I know Christianity is super against that, at least in the evangelical and Catholic spheres.
Yeah.
So, like, is this just a man struggling with his sexuality and blaming it on everyone and everything else?
Spirituality. Calling it a
Sounds like that.
spiritual struggle.
Yeah.
Yes, but he just wants to get. Look, hey, hi. I also would like to have. I'm not going to get specific with that, but I get it.
Face full of.
Yeah, it seems like he's a closeted homosexual, and
Honey, I don't. The closet door is wide open. Okay, he's 7 feet outside of the closet right now. The door's open. He's look. He's wearing booty shorts and like a mesh, like hot pink top. Okay.
And he went to Florida, so he's fine. It's not like he's still stuck in Kentucky.
Yes, I'm sorry. Like, Florida has so much faggotry. I'm allowed to say that. Anyone is, but if you have a problem with it, and you're a person who has a problem with someone saying that, I'm allowed. So fuck you. Have you seen how gay Disney is? Oh! Thank you. Thank you. That's what I needed. But like, I just honestly, oh, my bad.
Nope, let you go.
Oh, I was just gonna say, honestly, like, Florida, if you go, okay, you're already at Gainesville, just go a little south. You're already almost there. Come on, you went. Yeah, well, you're at the Fountain of Old Dick, but hey, it's okay. Or and you go a little bit south from that, and you hit the Fountain of Hispanic Dick. And then you go even more south and you hit the Fountain of Even Older Dick. And it's okay. I'm just saying.
Your dick has a tan.
Well, I don't know that his dick does, because most likely.
No, not his.
Yeah. Well, the other person's also isn't, because it's inside him. And I just logically, he's riding it or doggies. You're welcome.
Right,
I have that effect.
Fucking video, I swear.
Okay. With the main issue, which was seeing myself as the main character, and I let go of my thoughts, and my thoughts were given to Christ. My heart was given to Christ, my thoughts were given to Christ, and my spirit, my body, which is a temple, was given to the Holy Spirit. And there were times where I fell away, and then I died when I fell away.
Again?
And I had to go back to Christ, and I died every few months, and then it got to the point where I was dying monthly. And then it got to the point where I was dying weekly. And then I left my family.
He died monthly and weekly.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a question. What does he mean by his family? Does he mean people he's biologically related to, or does he mean the church?
Or is he talking about like dudes he met at the Y? I don't know.
Yes, I don't know. Like, what does he mean? Genuinely, like, what does he mean by his family? And like, this is completely disregarding the fact that it doesn't make sense that he's dying weekly. That kills you.
Yeah, especially because he's not doing drugs anymore, allegedly.
Yeah, so like, what are you getting stabbed in the fucking jugular twice a month? Like, what?
I think it might mean like whenever he commits a sin or does anything wrong. I think that's what it means by dying. Yeah. Like, so he has to renew his contract with Jesus or whatever.
Yes, I understand it spiritually, and he doesn't mean literally, but he has not yet specified this. So I'm going to clown on him.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
Moved to a different city. Now I'm back to living with a friend, and I'm trying to. It's not that I'm trying to die daily. I intentionally die daily because.
Whoa. I literally die daily. No, you don't.
Intentionally, he said. Yeah, like he's daily committing suicide spiritually.
Every single time I lay down in my bed, I die. And I wake up the next day arisen. Praise Jesus.
I've seen the alternative. I didn't really want to do the first thing that I did here. I didn't want to tell you that all of the terrible things that I used to do. I do that to exalt Christ. I do that to tell you that I was dead. I do that to tell you that
All you did was had a regular ass job. You maybe smoked a little bit too much pot and drank a little bit too much beer and fucked some other dude's wife. Maybe that's the most egregious thing that you've listed here.
Honestly, so I had a friend who was perfectly normal up until our like early mid 20s, like 23, right? He was always kind of off, but like
I feel like Sammy is talking to somebody else that doesn't know this mic is on.
That's fair.
I do now because I heard you say that. Thank you.
My
And
bad.
sorry. No. My bad.
No, my bad.
Good,
Fine.
All right. But like I said, I had a friend. He was perfectly normal relative to all of us abnormal people. And one day, he just smoked one too many bowls of weed and schizophrenia kicked on because he was predisposed to that. And he was never the same. And then he disappeared and then came back and then fucking died because he couldn't, get his shit back together. He was constantly, every time he would randomly pop into your life and rant about whatever religion he was in on at that point in time. And then you'd be like, hey, you should see a therapist. Actually, you should just get committed. You're having issues, clearly, because you're not registering reality properly. And I think that might be what this guy is having happen.
He just doesn't have any real people to talk to in real life.
Yes, he just doesn't have. And which honestly might be the strat, because I wasn't like super close with him, but like I knew him enough to be like, hey, you're contacting me with all this shit. Can you please seek any professional? I don't even care what professional. Seek a professional mechanic at this point. I don't like whatever you can get.
Yeah, otherwise I'm going to start charging you $50 an hour for my services. I mean, that's the
Yes, exactly. And this guy doesn't have anyone, so he's just screaming into the void, and he's still alive. So I guess that's the strat if you're schizophrenic.
Hold on, wait. But let's see, because look, this is how YouTube is. This guy has got, hold on, wait for it, 16K subscribers, 426 likes.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
Apparently, I am the failure here. Yeah.
Shit. All right. No, this is the strat. No, it is. Have no friends, be a schizophrenic, do all the drugs, and then turn to Jesus.
You'll be totally successful in all of your endeavors.
he's probably making like $7 a month on YouTube.
Yeah, and then upload it all to YouTube. Yeah, that's a good way to live.
All right, let's finish the thing.
Through my will, through the things that I try to do, whether it's my own thoughts or speech or actions, it just doesn't work. And the only way maybe that I can paint what Christ has done for me in my life is by showing you how low I went and how low I would continue to go as well if I kept trying to do it. And so I die daily. So what does Christ have to do
Okay,
with
that sounds like sucking dick,
me being
though.
homeless? What does Christ have to do with me living?
Yeah, he's sinning every day.
How low I have to go, and how low I could have gone, and how low I kept on going. Right? I just look. Your knees only
This is how we
bend so
repent.
far, buddy. Yeah, you get on your knees to
window.
repent. It's in their book.
Yeah, bow down to Christ. Yeah.
Kneel down to Christ. Hey, it's specifically kneel before him.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you know what that means? Look, I've been there. It's okay.
Taking the
Just admit it. Oh, that's brilliant.
So blasphemous tonight. It's crazy.
Every knee,
Say 7 Hail Marys.
every knee shall bow. Yeah. I don't know what
losing independence, losing autonomy, living in vehicles, sleeping outside, living with friends, living with family. What does Christ have to do with that? Everything.
Nothing.
I'm dead serious. It's everything, and it's like a choice. It really is a choice. If somebody else were in my situation, they could say nothing. It's a choice. You can say nothing or you can say everything. I choose to say everything because it is my salvation. It is my redemption. And the miraculous thing which has happened, which is that I had this cancer that I was describing. I couldn't get the cancer off of my character. The only way that it could be removed.
Melanoma character.
Oh, yeah. Cancer is not. It's actually your character. Yeah. I don't know what he means by
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
That's weird.
Sorry. No,
Hi, Bojo. Good seeing you.
Sorry, I was chewing vigorously and I didn't want. Anyways, what the fuck is this guy on about? Look. I've been making up a whole haha funny. He's talking about he's gay, but like, even with that, it doesn't make sense. And with the religion thing, it doesn't make sense. What mental illness does this man have? And this isn't a dig on him. It's just like he needs help. But
Yeah,
like,
he
what the
Sounds like
fuck
you just
even is
can't-
this?
Like, legitimately can't identify like regular ass anxiety and depression, and whatever like familial struggles, he has no support system, and so like he turned to the church for that, and like that's my take right now.
Yeah,
It
he just said.
But the church isn't helping him. The church doesn't want him.
But he just
That's
said.
why he goes to a bunch of different churches.
Oh.
He just said that he has cancer and he can't get rid of that from his character.
Okay,
I
but
don't understand that. Yeah.
does he?
It's not a thing.
Is
that
it a real cancer?
No, yeah, it's like a psychological cancer of the mind or something.
Okay, is that genuinely what he's talking about? Like a mental cancer, a psychological cancer?
Yeah, I mean, that's what he said earlier, basically.
Okay, that's what I thought. So he's just nuts.
Out to fucking lunch. Yeah.
He's
This
How
is
does he
like a
get-
regular walk down the river for this guy. Imagine what goes through his head when he's not fucking making videos.
hi, hey, as someone who is severely mentally ill and has familial problems and right, all that,
So,
go literally anywhere else, please, buddy. I know this guy probably isn't watching, and if he is, hey, buddy, just I know you don't have bootstraps, but like, fuck,
Wearing
dude, just
Kiva sandals.
yeah, just
Or some
go to any place, any place that will help homeless mentally ill people, and within 3 months you'll be medicated and have a job, and you'll be working on having your own place to live. And like, hey, it's not going to be great, but it'll be so much better in so many ways. And hey, it'll suck because you're not on your own living your own best life, except you'll be actually living your best life.
Amen.
Hot take. I just,
yeah.
you know.
All right, we got like a minute left. Let's see what he wraps up
Moved
with.
as if I took a leap of faith to God, and in taking a leap of faith to God, that which the cancer was attached to was myself. Both myself and the cancer had to die. And it was Christ that brought me back to life. I'm telling you right now, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Christ.
What killed the cancer?
Would not be here if it wasn't for Christ. It doesn't really matter what that means, because a lot of times, especially while I was living in my vehicle, I literally could have died. Like physically could have died. In the myriads of ways that a person could have died. Physically, I could have.
Certainly, you could have.
Hey, his speech pattern changed. Like,
Yeah. And there was a cut in
that's-
the video. I've seen a couple of those.
yeah, but like his speech pattern, like even with a cut, that's a concerning change because, like, hi, I'm bonkers, but I always talk roughly the same, right? That's look,
Walking
I'm
along
not
here.
someone
First
who's
second,
diagnosing. Yeah, and then he suddenly changes his whole mannerisms and how he speaks, stroking his beard. He hasn't. I don't think he stroked his beard the entirety of the video portion I've watched.
Okay, so maybe
I
it's
don't
the
know.
half turn.
Maybe
Might have
it's
touched that.
he's using that compressed butane again. I don't know.
Whoever has just joined, you've come very late, and we're. Oh, yeah. No, try again another day.
What? What if it was
I
me?
don't have time for that nonsense tonight. No, I see who it is. It's he who shall not be named today. Try again another day, because we're gonna.
Oh.
do video.
All right, I'll be quiet for us to finish.
Right. Right. What does Christ have to do with this homelessness? Everything. Stop sinning, grow in love, be in Christ. And so for now, that's all that I have. Goodbye.
That's it. It's like Jesus
Goodbye.
made me homeless. I love it.
Goodbye.
That's the story. Sticking to it.
Oh yeah, and I can.
No,
can
I know who the
agree-
fuck you are. Yes, it was Jill, and I don't have
Yeah,
time for
we
your
did.
bullshit right now. 'Cause I'm wrapping up.
Yeah,
But thank you
I-
for coming by.
I
Hi,
commend.
Jill. You love Neturare.
I commend that action on behalf of your channel. Yeah, I know it's your channel, but yeah, I agree.
Mm.
Any final thoughts on the video though, or anything we've just discussed? I think this gentleman seems to have some legitimate psychiatric concerns, but he's pretty mellow. So
Well-
I don't think he's a danger to himself.
Here's the thing. I agree with you on that. I think he's once again, we'll go back to my friend who was severely mentally ill. He was never a problem. Like, he held a job when he could, and when he couldn't, he wouldn't make it anyone else's problem. He would just live off in the woods and eat whatever he could forage and live his best life until he died of overdose repeatedly. And I genuinely think that's where this guy's going, and that's sad because he's portraying himself to be sober when he clearly isn't. And I think he needs to seek professional help and also just admit he's gay. My God, I think if he just accepted he was gay, he might still be religious, and that's fine. So long as you're alive and not causing problems, I don't care if you're religious.
Do you think we
Right?
should all collaborate in like a YMCA collaborative sing along and maybe send it to this guy? Would that be helpful?
It might be. Hey, I'm willing to send you a clip of me doing the YMCA. Hey, I'll include my buddy over in the other room. I'll make a video.
But on a serious note, I think that is what like religion, especially Christianity, does to people. They can't admit they're gay because of their religion. Clearly states that it's an abomination, and that's what causes the psychosis. Like
Hey,
seriously, it's a really sad state of affairs.
my friend wasn't religious,
Yeah.
but you know, he was openly bisexual, and he still had this problem. I just think this guy has a specific hang up because, which I'm agreeing with you, he has a specific hang up because he's, well, gay.
You don't say.
You know what I mean? He just, and he wants to,
He's like in the bottom, yeah.
which, hey, hey, buddy, me too. It's great. It's phenomenal. It's wonderful.
I'm not.
And
I'm
like,
blessed, man.
yeah, I am, but like, just be honest. But you could get so much dick, dude. Like, hey, you're not like femme or anything, but like, there's so many guys who want that and just want to, like, you know what I mean? They want the feeling of a beard on their nutsack, and like, he should just lean into that and eschew the divine, right? Like Tim Minchin said, eschew the divine, and just
That's up.
get railed. And also,
on a final note to Jill. I'm doing it now. No, I wasn't trying to debate you in the side chat. I'm telling you that we're trying to arrange a formal debate, and you need to consent in order for us to have a real debate on, whatever platform you prefer. Yeah, but not your platform. Like,
I'll host it and I'll be polite.
See, Kat will do it. Are you willing and enthusiastic? That's the question.
I will not even make side comments.
Enthusiastic consent is what we're looking for, Joe. Yeah.
I promise I will not make any side comments. I might make one. I will reserve one side comment where I make a snarky thing.
All right, fair enough. Well, I think Sammy has fallen asleep again. But any closing remarks before I shut this fucking thing down? It's going bye-bye. I'm gonna nuke the whole fucking terrain.
Yeah, I can just say it's been an honor to be on your panel, trustee, and it's been wonderful to see Kat again. I know it's been maybe a number of years since we spoke, but I really appreciate
Yeah.
it. Yeah. So thank you
Well,
very much. Cheers.
I have stopped being. I've been busy dealing with real life,
Yeah. Oh,
so I haven't really seen any of y'all. My Discord is dead.
yeah.
I just kind of exist occasionally.
I will say your presence has been missed here as well.
Yeah.
Gay.
Homo. All right.
Fucking
Desolate
homo.
motherfuckers, be well. I'm gonna kill it now. Boom. There it
So
goes.
I will leave on that, but